Mm. Good morning. Good morning to the Ring of Power. Good morning to all peace workers. Good morning to the rising sun. I think the sun will rise here in some minutes, close to the mountains in Austria. And we have the 1st of August today. And normally I don't face or don't focus on the months. But in this month I have the feeling it's really with this Monday also a shift of the frequency. And after the last week of finding really deep rest inside, now I feel it's like a boost of new energy coming up, and it's very much about the focus to concentration, the focus to our body system, and the focus to creativity. It's the feeling that a lot of new things will happen, and that we have learned and prepared ourselves to stay focused on the point which doesn't change. And from this point there is also the sentence, nothing is more constant than change. And if we have this in our inner focus and concentration, it will be much more easy for us to go with the challenges of the time. We know that it's still in the outer world the same things we are confronted with, the war zone, the shifts, the money inflation and the fires, and everything is, and this will last, I think, a long time, that we are in this shift of system break. But on the other side there is something where something wants to resurrect, and this month seems to be, are we ready? It's a lot about decision. It's about that we are ready to let go, to say goodbye to many things, even to friends. And the way, how do we say goodbye? Are we in the frequency of love? Do we know this love which doesn't know any opposites? And here creativity will help us to stay focused. So where there is love, there is no war. This is very deep, and this love is nothing what we normally define as love. Love is something which doesn't know an opposite. It's really transforming and helping us to, even if we separate from some friends, separate in love. And this is the law of life, which wants to reveal a new way of living and habiting this planet Earth. And I still feel that the body is really important, like we learn to listen of the voice of the earth, to listen what does she need, what does our water system need, what does the energy system need, what is coming back from planet, and what do we receive from the stars and from the sun, and how do we go in cooperation with all these energies and powers which are also in us. So it's very much about listening to the body. The body is a reflecting system. It will give response. And if there is a heaviness in our body, let's look, where is it coming from, and how can we find the shift, the bottom, to really listen to the body and really listen, what does the body really need from us. And there we are again challenged to leave old habits which don't serve us anymore. So my feeling is that we are going in a very creative time, and so it's very important also that we have learned, or that we learn to stay concentrated. It's really about finding out what is my no and what is my yes, and in this to become more and more clear. And by this we will discover that something is guiding us from inside, and by following these impulses in a very clear and honest and truthful way, we will find our task, our response to what is happening in this world. We will find our voice, and nevertheless, with all the challenges, there is a system which will nourish us the whole time. So I wish us a blessed week, and let us stay focused on this little baby which wants to be born, which is very tender and which needs our awareness, the consciousness of a new birth, of a new time. I greet all the peace workers and wish us a blessed week. Ya Asim.